Hi, everybody. I'm sorry I can't see you all, but you can see me. My name is Denise Waters, and yes, I work at the Halifax shipyard. I am a welder there. I'm now a journeyman person, so I've gotten my red seal. I've been there for 5 years. Yeah, and I love it, and we're looking for more. So go welders, just say it.
Yeah, so my first question is why did you choose this career and why did you choose welding?
uh, I'm a little bit more mature. So I was a single mom of 4 kids and I was in the tourism industry and wondered what I would do next. My dog is here. I was wondering what I would do next because I had a set of twins my last pregnancy, and I'm like, holy moly, what am I going to do? And how am I going to make this money to raise all these babies? And I had a girlfriend who went through Women Unlimited, which is through NSCC. Great program for any ladies out there looking to get into the trades. She went through the program a year before I did, and I watched her as I was still working, going through this program. And I'm saying that it's so easy, it's so cool. I like to work with my hands, I like to build things, and she was doing this. And I'm like, a welder, whoever thought? And I watched her for the first year through it, and I said, I'm going to do that. I could do that. So I actually joined Women Unlimited as well. And it's a 14-week exploration program that I went through that touches on all trades. So construction, plumbing, electrician, all of the above. And I chose welding because it would just fit me. And I thought that's what I wanted to do. And not only that, looking at what the pay scales could be kind of encouraged me a bit more as well. So I registered for Women's Unlimited. That was 14 weeks. And then I went directly right into welding, which is a 2-year program at NSCC.
Awesome, and I you just mentioned pay scale. Do you want to dive a little bit deeper into that for the students?
Sure, absolutely. So just letting you know from NSCC with a 2-year course, I was actually 38. So I would encourage you now while you're young, get in it because the money is there. You can retire early if you put in the work. I'm older. I'm still going to be there for a while. But it was a 2-year program. The first year was a little overwhelming for me because I was just getting back into school. It wasn't just coming out of high school and then going right in. So it took me a minute to get in, but there's lots of resources, lots of supports at NSCC. It is a great school to go to. The reason I liked welding so much as well was half of our day in school was theory and half of the day was actually in the shop. So you were hands-on working every day, building something, learning new skills, and working towards your welding tickets, which are your licensing, I would say, to be a welder, to go actually out and do work. So from there, I got a job. Irving offered me a position once I graduated, and they started me out at 23 something an hour. So that was my starting rate. And then after you're there, you become an apprentice, and they have a great apprentice program there, and I'm actually part of it. And you go about 2 years, let's say, you can go back to school and get your red seal, which is what everybody is looking for. You want your red seal because that's where you're going to make your most money. So it took me a little over 2 years, went back to school for 6 weeks. I actually failed twice, but I didn't give up. I went right back and I did the course again. And it didn't cost me anything because this is when you're in this, you just get to go back and you have to pay for the exam, but that's it. So I did go back and I passed it the third time. And when I went back to work, my rate of pay went from, I think I was getting probably 26 something then, after 2 years, but my rate of pay went up to 37 something. And now I'm getting 38, pretty much $38 an hour right now to work. And at Irving, so our just a typical work day, we show up. I work the day shift. There's 3 shifts. It is 7:30. We have COVID hours, so 7 or 7:30 you start from to 3:30 or 4. Then there's a 4:30 or 5 shift till 11, 11:30, and then there's the back shift. I work the day shift, which is Monday to Friday, with my regular rate of pay, but I have an option to work overtime. So it's either early morning, later night, or weekends. And when I work at Irving and my overtime, it is double the pay. So I'm getting 70 something dollars an hour to work on a
Wow.
Saturday. That's just throwing that out there that, there is some perks out of this at the end of the day. But yeah, so that's our pay raise, or that's our pay. And that's pretty much where you go. Once you can see, once you're a welder, you're anywhere from, like, the minimum I would say would be $18 to start coming out as an apprentice. But that's still a good wage because there's so much room for advancement within 2-3 years to start making the really good money. So yeah.
Well, congratulations on getting your red seal, and it was also great that you dived into the education part of it as well, and I think you explained it really well. I'm going to pass it over to Nicola for the next couple questions.
Thanks, Brett. Thanks, Denise. Denise, I know you're super passionate about what you do. You love your job, and we're so happy to hear you because your energy and your love for what you do is really contagious. Can you walk the students through what a typical shift looks like?
Absolutely. So just to give you a little heads up, I'm also the women's rep down at work. I'm on the union side as well. So I am also in with the apprentices. So anybody coming new in the door, whether you're a woman, apprentice, I'm a shop steward. So I'm type of the one that you can come and talk to. I'll teach you some things. I'll show you where to go. You'll never be lost. We don't want it. The shipyard's 4 football fields long, just one building. And then we have ship repair, and we also have a ship in the water and on land right now. So there's 1,400 of us working down there. It's a kind of a scary place when you first come in, but everybody, we love each other. We are like a family. The tradespeople themselves, we are like a family. We're there to help. So a typical day for me, I would show up for 7 o'clock. I meet my crew, and that building, if you've ever seen it across, of course, on Barrington, it's humongous. We have crews of 20, 30, 40 people. We meet our supervisor, we scan in, and one crew could have anything from pipe welders to regular structure welders to fitters to plumbers on one crew, because whatever unit we're working on, we have to do different things. So I'd scan in with him. My supervisor tells me we're working on unit 144, and you're welding up this structure. Now I'm a welder, so that's all I do is weld. I have, if there's something not right, there's metal fabricators that will come and fix the position of the metal for me or what have you, but I'm just a welder. So I weld all day long. And I love it. I'm on my own. I do whatever, I do my work. I'm on my own. I have my own crew that you stick with for a while around you. So if you need help, there's somebody always there to help you. Buddy will watch out for you. We have a break in the morning. We have our lunch. They are staggered because of COVID right now. And then by 3:30, 3 o'clock, quarter after, you're cleaning up for the day. And by 3:30, you're punching out and you're done. And I work Monday to Friday. But like I said, I have the options to put in for overtime. And if I get it on a Saturday or Sunday, I could be making double my money and doing the exact same thing with half of the people there. So it's quiet. It's a wonderful place to work on a Saturday. There's nobody there. You're just doing your job.
That's super. I love it.
Yeah.
And Denise, I love, because our last mentor mentioned it too, just how important community in a workplace is. So thanks for bringing that up too.
Absolutely.
Before I give it back to Brett, I do want to jump in with one more question. You mentioned that you're on the union, you're the woman rep. What inspires you, or why do you dive into do things like this? And I know you do a lot for NSCC too, to engage outside of your regular paid work hours.
I've always been like that. I'm a big community person. I love fundraising. I love helping communities. I love looking at things that have issues and trying to help fix them. So within the industry at Irving, there was a diversity issue. We need more women. We need more people of color, because I'm also the AWOC chair as well, which is the Aboriginal and Workers of Color committee that we have. So I'm the chair of that. And coming in, being a woman and a woman of color, I'm looking around and I don't see anybody else like me. And I'm asking why, right? And there is women out there that are like me, and they're welders, and we need them. So why are they not here? So, I present the questions, and they're either finding the answers or they're changing the culture. And I have to tell you, Irving in the last couple of years has changed their culture so much, and they are so for people of color and so for women right now. They are, giving extra and trying to make you succeed because they want you. They need at least another 1,000 people within the next year. So if you're looking to get into trades, Irving is a very great company to work for, and they are for us. I get into it because I want to promote women to do things that maybe they never thought of doing. I didn't know what a welder was until seeing my friend starting doing it. I mean, you think you know what it is, but I actually really didn't know. And so if I can if somebody else likes working with their hands, whether they work with their dad on their car, or whether they worked, on a farm or whatever, if they're one of those people that like to work with their hands, why not show them something else that you can do and get into that male dominated field and succeed and just strive to be the best and like me, be a mentor for somebody else. Let's get more women into the male dominated world and change this. So that's why I do it. I just like to get involved.
That's amazing and such an important message. I'm so glad that we got to take that point. And Brett, what's your follow-up for Denise?
Yeah, well, I think it was really great that you have a lot of positive things to say about such a giant industry leader. Like Irving is very big across the Maritimes, and I think it's very important that everybody knows that that they're doing a lot of positive places in their workplace. My next question has to do about COVID and how's the pandemic affected what you've done with your work, and how do you think that it's going to affect your future with the work you do?
So with us, we're like a little community down there because we have about 1,500 tradespeople that just work within ship repair, the building, and on the ships, but we all interact with each other. Then we have another 1,000 that's in the office. So we have put a lot of protocols in place, or Irving, I should say, has, and a lot of safety precautions, because last year when COVID hit, we did have one case. We come from all walks of life in different areas. Like people come from the valley, people are coming from down like 2 hours away. So, we have to watch where and how this is going. So we do right now, we wear our masks at all times unless we are actually working, because I wear a shield, but we have respirators. So we do our social distancing. We, there's hand sanitizer everywhere. They give it out to us. In the beginning, they were taking our temperatures. They had rapid testing. They did all that, but everything is calmed down now. So we still do all the social distancing and everything that we have to do. And we try our best to, accommodate to that. We're a really close family as the tradespeople down there. So if we hear of something, it kind of goes through the yard like wildfires, and it gets brought up right away. And then it gets to the attention of Irving, and they are on it. Like they're with public health, they're correcting anything or trying their best to do what they can. So that's all we can do is just try our best, right? And they've put in everything that we needed so far. So, we have to work on ships. They have to be built, and we may have to work next to each other, but just know that, put your respirator on. You can still talk, or a mask, and do your job. So
that's great. Thank you, Denise. What would you say, or what do you want to say to the students that are watching today and to advise them about their futures?
Absolutely. So just to say that if you were looking to be into the welding field or metal fabricator, so that's the ones putting the metal together for me to weld and build this, I want to say that you have at least a career for another 25 years and a good paying career. You have to be passionate about it and love what you do, but there's so many opportunities out there for you. Be prepared. I will say, though, it is a dirty job. You will get dirty. I will say it is physical. Your body you'll build muscles, and you'll need a little bit of muscles to carry gear and to climb ladders and hang off units and weld upside down. But the opportunities that from where you can go to, and your pay scale can only go up. I mean, I have nothing but enjoyment in what I do. I love the people I work for. I love what I do each and every day. I can't stress enough that I'm going to be there for another 20 years, hope maybe 25, but if you are looking to get into that field, you have the work there for you. Just try your best and you'll get through it. I'm here. If anybody ever needs me, look me up. You can look me up. I'm here. I can be your mentor through school. I'm well within NSCC and or out in the field. So all I can say is encourage welders or metal fabricators, because that's what I know. But in any trades, please get into it, because that is the way of the world now. And welding is not ever going a computer cannot take my job. So there's always going to be welding.
Super, thank you. And I think we have some questions in the chat. I'll give those over to Brett.
Yep. So the first question that we have in the chat right now is, how does Irving gas affect welding?
Do you mean Irving gas as in like Irving gas stations? I'm not sure what that.
The gas is from Laura Sherman. Yes.
Okay, so that has nothing to do with us. That's just Irving's, another one of Irving's company. Irving is a multi-billionaire company, industry, I should say. They have pulp mills. They have they have so many businesses out there. We have the shipbuilding, we have the Irving Oil, we have you know, I don't know all of Irving's endeavors, but they are everywhere. So we don't have anything to do with the gas industry itself. The gas that we use for welding and is a totally different gas, and it doesn't come through Irving. So we use oh my gosh, it's just went right out of my head. I turn it on every day.
That's okay. It'll come back to you.
I swear. It'll come back to me. But yeah, so we don't have anything to do with that. We are Irving Shipbuilding, and we only do ships right now. Just to give you guys a heads up, I put a link in the message. That's our progression, but you can go on to irvingshipbuilding.com and see our progression. And I would encourage all the students to do it, just to show you how our ship is built, because how it is, it's a Lego box. It comes in small pieces, and you get 1 bag here, 2 bags here, 3 bags here, and you build it into one unit. And then that unit gets built onto another unit, Then we have 3 mega blocks. So the first part of the ship, the middle part, and the bum part of the ship, as we say. And then we put those 3 pieces together. So I encourage anybody to go onto the website, because it actually shows you the progression on how we go from one small piece to a major ship that gets then put into the water. Our first and second ship is gone right now and sold to our customers. Our third ship is in the water. Our fourth is on land outside of the water, and our fifth is in production in the building right now. So we are on a roll.
That's awesome, Denise. And I just moved that link down again and copied and pasted it, so it's at the bottom, because I know there were some other links that we couldn't identify. So I put yours right there at the bottom of the chat.
Thank you.
And we have some more questions, and I'm going to give those back to Brett.
Yep. So we have about 1 more minute for questions. There is a lot of questions. There's probably about 5 or 6, but we can send them to you via an email, and if you could take the time to answer them, and we can pass those along to the students as well. But is welding a dangerous job, and what does safety look like?
Welding is absolutely dangerous. You're playing with fire every day and gases. As well at Irving, there's somebody else using a different type of gas, or it could be a torch next to me, or even if we have painters. So we have so many safety protocols and procedures in place, Irving does, that someone can't paint within 50 meters of us, of me welding. And they won't even allow it, because if a spark flies over there, fire. Or like if I'm welding on the side of the ship, I have to have fire blanket around me, so that if any sparks fall, you know, there's lots of procedures that we have put in place. It is a dangerous job, but if you do your job well, you go to work safe, and you do it safely to the best of your knowledge and the best that you can, you should have no problem going home safe. And that's what we encourage each and every day. We also have a team of safety people that every day have issues, because if we have any issues, we take it right to our supervisor. Or our safety committee, and they're on it. If it has anything to do with our health, anything that could start any kind of disruption in our yard, because if one fire breaks out, that place could go up. We have gases and everything, from even oil is down on there, because we have to fill the ships with oil in the engine to get them out in the water. So we have lots of gases down there, but we have a lot of protocols in place, safety teams in place that oversee that. They test everything lots and lots of times. So it's pretty safe down there. Accidents happen, but we try our best to make sure that they don't. And we try to fix anything that has happened. So
That's great, Denise. I think you actually answered a couple more of the questions that are in the chat there with your last answer, so that's wonderful. I want to thank you so much for being here today. It's always such a pleasure to have you, and you're so inspiring with your passion for what you do. So I hope we get a few more welders and maybe some female welders out there today.
Absolutely.
And if anyone wants to talk to Denise about mentorship or about mentoring at NSCC, you can send me an email and I'll pass that right along to her. So thank you, Denise. We wish you all the best.
Thank you very much.
So much. I want to thank you.
Very, very, very great to listen to someone who's as passionate as you are about what you do. Thank you so much, you guys, for inviting me. Like I said, if you have any questions, send them to me. But if there's anybody out there that is looking to get into this career, these gentlemen and ladies can find me, and you can reach out to me at any time. I will be there for you 110%. So
super. Thank you.
Enjoy, everybody. Have a great day.